it's Sarah, mynaturalbabybirth.com. Today we are talking all about natural solutions for your postpartum depression. But before we get right into it, make sure you go to mynaturalbabybirth.com/relax and you can get all of the relaxation techniques that if you haven't had your baby yet, you can use during your labor and delivery for your natural birth, or you can simply use them to decompress, take that time to have some stress relief, even fall asleep each night with the same methods and techniques that I teach right in that book. Again, go to mynaturalbabybirth.com/relax and check it out. Okay, so about 15%, I really think it's more, of women are diagnosed with postpartum depression. And why does this happen? Well, it's not hard to understand, really. With all of the changes that your body is going through, your hormones are going up and then they're going down, and all of these fluctuations in your body takes a toll. And then throwing in exhaustion there from taking care of a newborn. Breastfeeding is so stressful and painful in the beginning. Just all of these changes add up to a mental state of stress hormones fighting with natural feel-good endorphins, and an imbalance happens. And you can get stuck in that imbalance, which affects your mental health, leading to depression. So if you have it, it's okay. We've got a bunch of remedies for you that you can do naturally right at home right now, and it's okay to speak up and get help. You are not alone, and we love you, and so let's get you through this so that you can get back on the train of motherhood that brings you joy and happiness. Okay, so what are these natural things that you can do to help defeat or treat your postpartum depression? Okay, so I have 10 or 11 things. The first one, if you like Tony Robbins, I'm reading this book called Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins, and it's all about personal development and stuff, but there's a section in there all about training your brain. And our minds and choices are the choices we make and the beliefs we have based on our life experiences are so powerful, and we can actually influence the thought patterns and path of the neurological signals that are happening in our brains. And so I'll leave a link for you with this video. I really recommend you pick up this book and read, even if it's just the one chapter on training your brain, because there's a technique in there that he talks about where you can, if you are in a state of anxiety or depression or upset, any negative mood whatsoever, or anything negative is happening in your brain, you can go through a simple process of replacing that negative imagery with positive imagery of the things that you love and enjoy. You can repeat this process a few times a day, and it's teaching your brain to naturally go towards that positive imagery when it's triggered by a depressive state. And I've been working on it myself with other bad habits or negative emotions that I feel, and it really, really helps and makes a big difference. Again, that book is called Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. I will link to it for you. Okay, the next thing is physical activity. I know that when you're just exhausted and you want to stay at home, you don't want to go anywhere because your body hurts and you just want to stay in bed, and I get it. I totally do. However, when you get up and get moving, especially exercise or just movement in general, your brain starts to produce endorphins and feel-good hormones. Have you ever heard of marathon runners, how they talk about they get a runner's high? Well, it's kind of true. It's true because they have so many endorphins being released by their brain from their physical activity that it feels so good for them, which is why they love to run. So get up, do the best you can, go on a walk, push your stroller with your baby in it, Go for a small hike. If you've got an exercise routine already, get right back into it. Do some yoga. Anything is great. Anything that is moving will help stimulate those feel-good hormones in your body and makes a big difference in your mental state. Okay, my little note clicked over. Okay, the next thing, while we're on the topic of physical activity, it's best to do it outside. Why? Because the sunshine is helping your body create vitamin D right in your skin, and vitamin D acts more like a hormone in our bodies and is connected to decreased pain and levels of happiness and joy in our mind. I mean, think about it. Have you ever gone outside, done something outdoors, camping or swimming or hiking, playing at the park? Have you ever done that and then not felt better? Honestly, it's when we stay cooped up inside in the dark and don't enjoy nature and sunlight that it just kind of feeds those negative emotions. So do a 2-for-1 and get out and exercise out in the great outdoors, out in the sunshine. Get some vitamin D. It really, really helps. Okay, next, while we're talking about supplementation, you can supplement with vitamin D over the counter, but it's best from sunlight. It's in a more natural form that way. Omega-3s and vitamin B12. These are essential for your brain health. All of the neurons in your brain are coated in fatty acids, like omega-3s. And when we have a diet that does not have enough of these fatty acids, our neurons are not coated in this fat, and they can't send signals properly. They're not insulated. They can't function the way they're supposed to. So if you are avoiding fats in your diet, please stop. Our brains are mostly fat and water, and they need omega-3s and healthy fats from avocados and nuts and seeds and fish oil. All of those things help support your brain. You can take an over-the-counter supplement of fish oil, gel tabs, and add those things into your diet that I just mentioned. B12 is another one. Most people who have not just pregnant postpartum moms, but everyone that's been diagnosed with some sort of a mental condition like anxiety, bipolar, depression, any of those things commonly have a B12 deficiency. B12 is essential for the brain, the function of our brain, and it's very complex. I won't get into it, but make sure you're taking extra B12. You can get it's really cheap. You can get a whole bottle of these little pills that give you like 10,000% of your daily needed dose each day. So it's great that you're taking your prenatal vitamins, but add B12 on top of it. Okay, so we're halfway through all of our natural solutions of beating postpartum depression. We've talked about training your mind, getting extra physical activity, being out in the sunshine and soaking up vitamin D, taking extra omega-3s and B12. Now, on to the rest. You can get great essential oils and blends that will help you. They just lift you. They lift you. The natural properties of many essential oils that you can diffuse in the air will help lift you. And honestly, I totally forgot to grab my blends that are upstairs in my kitchen. It doesn't matter where you get your oils from, but great ones for mental state and happiness are jasmine, clary sage, neroli, which is an orange oil, anything citrus. You can find blends called, like mine from Melaleuca, are called Lighten and Brighten, which are supposed to help increase joy and lighten stress and things like that. Try whatever you like, and if you love it, just stick with it. Just diffuse it in the air all the time. They're not harmful. They work great. Okay, and then if you love homeopathic remedies, the next I recommend is massage and acupuncture. So Massage, I mean, first of all, is just relaxing and helps you forget about all of your stresses and worries. But massage is great for, again, releasing those feel-good hormones and endorphins in your body and helping detox and getting the gunk out of your muscles, that the toxins you may be holding on to, and help flush those out of your system so they're not interfering with your brain. Acupuncture works very similarly. It helps open up neurons that are, or nerves, not neurons, they don't do it on your brain, throughout your body, the neurons and nerves throughout your body that may be blocked. When energy is blocked in your body, it can't properly send signals to where it needs to go. And so acupuncture is fantastic for releasing those energy blocks for yourself. My mother has a friend that swears by acupuncture for her mental health. It's the only thing that has worked for her, and it may be great for you. Okay, 2 more things. Eliminate your grains and junk food. I know, it's really hard. And I'm not saying you have to completely change your diet in order to get over postpartum depression. I'm saying that grains and even dairy, quite often, junk foods, contribute to our mental health. There are numerous studies out there that show, it's called grain brain. It gives you that foggy feeling. It adds to the clogged up gut that you may have, so that you cannot focus or enjoy things or feel positive emotions. I personally have eliminated most grains from my diet, especially wheat and gluten. You can simply try cutting back on wheat. Just try that. Just try it for a week or 2 and see if it makes a difference for you. It can really play a huge role in your mental health, and I highly recommend it. It's been a big factor for me. Okay, last thing to help get rid of your postpartum depression is personal care. And I mean taking time for you, doing the things that you love, pamper yourself, show yourself loving care. And I know this is so hard because you have a little one that takes up all your time. Maybe you have other kids that you're chasing after. You have a husband you still have to feed, right? It is so tough. And I totally get it. There are days when you absolutely don't want to do anything. And I'm not saying you have to be Wonder Woman or Superwoman in order to put on a fake smile, fake it till you make it. It doesn't work. What I mean is you have to take care of yourself enough so that you can take care of everything else. And of course, this is a time when you don't have to be glammed up every day and, super shiny at your best. I just mean make it a priority to decompress, to let go of the things that, or make time to let go. If that's taking a hot bath at the end of the day with some lavender in there, watching your favorite movie while eating your favorite treat, reading a novel or journaling or scrapbooking, doing a hobby that you love, whatever it is. And massages can be part of this that we talked about earlier. Whatever it is, make sure you take care of yourself each day because you really, truly will feel better. I work from home and I do my makeup and my hair every day, most of the time, because it makes me just feel better. When I take care of myself, it just makes me feel better. Okay, so that was a lot. And I'm not saying you have to do all of these things to ensure that you get over your postpartum depression. Everyone is so unique, and what helps you may not help someone else, and vice versa. You might find one thing that fixes this for you. You might do everything and still struggle a little bit. It's impossible to know until you try. And you're watching this because I know you want some help and relief. So let me go through that list again. And remember, you can just start with one thing. If you want to hit them all and attack it, great. But pay attention to how you're feeling. If you're doing one thing at a time, try it for at least a week to see how your brain is functioning. If you aren't seeing a difference, add something new on top of that and let me know how you're doing. Okay, those things, once again, was train your brain with the technique from Tony Robbins that I will link to. Get physical activity every day, preferably outside, so you're getting sunshine and vitamin D. Up your omega-3s and vitamin B12 in your supplements. Use essential oil blends that you can diffuse to help lighten how you feel. Enjoy some massage or acupuncture for homeopathic remedies. Eliminate grain or wheat or gluten, even try dairy, and just stay away from the junk food right now as much as you can, and take care of yourself with some personal care and love. Okay? If you are suffering from just pain down there from your birth, you don't have to. I always share with my moms that you need an Earth Mama Angel Baby postpartum recovery bundle to pamper your bottom. If you need some help with an idea about how to take care of yourself right now, this is what you need. Go to mynaturalbabybirth.com/recovery bundle, and it has all of the personal products in there to pamper yourself so that you feel better, because you absolutely deserve it. And honestly, when you feel better physically, it has a huge effect on your mental state too. Okay, remember, you can do hard things. If you have a comment or a question for me, leave it below this video, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day.